Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumper here, back today with another weekly video. Okay, so we're starting a new month today, April. It's April the 3rd. We're going to have a little look at what's out, and then we're going to head over to HMV and see what bits and bobs we can pick up. Okay, so the big release this week then is Babylon on 4K. I'm not massively, impressed with the ensemble cast movies. Sometimes I think they can come across as being a little bit what's the word I'm looking for, a little bit sort of all about me kind of thing. But ensemble cast, they do work in like disaster movies and things like that, but I'm not always sure with these sort of dramas. But anyway, it's got an all-star cast. So that's Babylon on 4K. Then we got this release here from the BFI EO. I'm not really sure what this is. Follows a donkey who encounters on his journeys good and bad people. So it sounds like the Little List hobo, but with a donkey. Okay, then you've got the French Dispatch. It's a HMV exclusive from Disney. So is this some sort of comedy, I think? Yeah, directed by Wes Anderson. Yeah, so you know he's got a good cast. Benicio del Toro, Adrian Brody, Tilda Swinton, Frances McDormand. Gosh, that is a good cast. But they're very hit or miss, Wes Anderson films. I mean, I love Fantastic Mr. Fox, but I can't say there's much more I really enjoy. So then we got some anime. Then we got some Star Trek 4Ks here. So this is Nemesis. So I don't know, maybe this is what, by part 7 or part 8, is it, in the canon? 1999. So I do want to get the Star Trek movies, but I'm new to them. So apart from the Calvin timeline, I've seen those movies a few times. But obviously I'm going to start from number 1. So I wouldn't be grabbing Star Trek Nemesis today, but certainly keep an eye out for a box set or something. Then we got some more anime, but then we've also got Insurrection and First Contact. So the last box set was 1 to 4, so I assume this may be 5, 6, and 7. Oh, and Generations here, so 8. So yeah, so maybe I think the newest one is Nemesis. I think that's probably 8. And then they work backwards, but I'm not sure which one's which. So then we got City of Lost Children. So this is a new 4K release that's coming out. Okay, this had a good price on a pre-order from Amazon for $14.99. So I've got to be honest, I didn't want to take no chances, and I did order that. So you can find it at the end of the video if it's come yet or not. Okay, so there's a Star Trek box set there, The Next Generation. So those next films all coupled up into one. So that's not bad, actually. If you're into these films, £80, so it's £20 a film, the same as if you bought them singly, but hey-ho. You got this Bob Clark collection. So Bob Clark's a old school director who did Black Christmas. So he's also done Death Dream and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. So I've only seen Black Christmas, and I have got the 101 Blu-ray release. So I don't know if I'd be in a rush to buy this set for 45 quid, but I already own one of the films. I'm definitely interested in seeing the other films in the set. So then we got this 4K release of Cool Hand Luke with Paul Newman. So this is like got those nice slipcovers, the 100 Years of Warner Brothers with the gold and black at the top. So I've got some of them. I'm not going to make a point of collecting them all. I've never seen the movie. I don't know. It'll just be one of those. Maybe I will win, maybe I won't. The Peter Walker Heritage. Peter Walker, does the name ring a bell? I'm not sure. 1967, 1978. It's by 88 Films. So you've got For Men Only, School for Sex, The Big Switch, Man of Violence, Cool It Carol, Home Before Midnight. So they all sound like different type of genres. There's no more of a synopsis. So I'm not sure now. And then you've got The Maltese Falcon. So similar to Cool Hand Luke, it's got one of these nice 100 Years of Warner Brothers snips. But like whether I'll be buying it or not, I'm not sure. It's got a really good IMDb rating as well. So I don't know. I do like the slip covers, and I do like the old-fashioned art and everything, and I like old-fashioned movies, but I just don't know if I'll get them or not. So that's it for the UK. Then we'll have a little look around some of the other countries, and then we'll head on over to HMV. Okay, there's always Tump Site in the USA, so we'll try and keep it as brief as possible. So TV show there, Sanditon Season 3. Confess Fletch 2022 with John Hamm. So not really sure what that film is. We got South Park 20 something season. Gosh, it's still going. Record of Ragnarok Season 1, some sort of anime. Virtual Reality 2022. So some sort of cheap horror. Got this Wings of Disaster from Severin. So this is the Birdemic set. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but the films are just terrible. Like, so this is 1, 2, and 3, I think. So Wings of Disaster, the Birdemic trilogy. So I probably won't get it because it's so trashy, it's hilarious, but I won't be paying 45 for it. I'll wait till one of their sales. Envy, gosh, that's a film I remember from years ago with Ben Stiller and Jack Black, and one of them invents something and you spray it on dog poo and it makes the dog poo disappear, and then the other one steals the idea and becomes rich. So yeah, like I said, I remember seeing that a long time ago. And then next to that, then we got Keane. That looks like Damian Lewis on the front, is it? I'm not really sure what that is. It's probably a film. I remember seeing a good film with him in years ago, actually. I'm not a big fan of him, but he was like running around like a crazy madman because someone had kidnapped his daughter. I wonder if this is it. Let's have a look. Yeah, he claims to have lost his daughter at a bus station and pleads for assistance. Yeah, I remember this, and he's getting on with a woman in the toilet, and he starts acting all weird. Yeah, um, I tell you what, I'd be interested in seeing that. I don't know if it's gonna have a UK release. I didn't know it was called Keen, but it's always a movie that I remember sort of seeing on late night TV and sort of maybe only watching half of it and thinking actually I wouldn't mind seeing the rest. So yeah, I'm actually gonna keep an eye out for that one. But obviously these are the US releases, so good luck. Got the Star Trek movie, same as over here. Got the 4K release there of Midnight Run. Not sure who's bringing this one out. Shape probably. Yeah, Shape Factory Collector's Edition of Midnight Run. So yeah, that'd be a cool one to own. Not one I'll be rushing out to get, but still pretty cool. The Big Easy from 1986. I always remember this cover from the video shop days. Who's in this film? It's from Kino Lorber. So Dennis Quaid, right? Okay, Ned Beatty, sorry, John Goodman. Wicked. Yeah, that'd be a film I'd be interested in watching. You've got a Warner Brothers collection there. It's probably all those films that are coming out separately, all in the box. Cool Hand Luke again. Film Noir box set. We got some Mickey Mouse there. And some more Warner Brothers. And actually, I think that's it. And then they again, the release of Aftersun then on Wednesday, is it maybe? And that's from A24, so or A24, sorry. So that's going to have a real nice packaging. The one we got with Movie was really nice, but yeah, that does look like it's going to be some sort of limited edition box set. All right then, so actually that was a quick one in America. We'll have a little look in Germany and maybe Australia, and then we'll head on. So as always with Germany, then there are some bits here. So we got this Virus media book. So this came out on 4K from 88. It's got a load of different titles. Hell of the Living Dead, Virus, Zombie Creeping Flash. You got The All Quiet on the Western Front 4K. That's really good. This Supercell. So it looks like some sort of action film about tornadoes. Some version of Terrifier, Lamborghini. Got those nice steel books of Rampage and Ready Player One. Got Payback. A Batman collection or Batman Forever in 4K. Yeah, nothing we haven't seen there already. And then they have some releases later in the week. There's some media books there. The Terror in Inferno. But I think they're probably only Blu-rays, to be honest. So nothing to get too excited about. Australia do have this cool release of Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I still haven't seen this movie. I probably will get around to it, but this is an umbrella release, so that's pretty cool. Let's have a quick closer look. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. I would definitely buy that packaging if I could. Or I'd definitely buy that for the packaging, I should say. And then it's just a load of anime then, really. The White Princess and the Spanish Princess double. A Bit of Sweet Life, Mr. Baseball. A Young Guns 1 and 2 box set. The Box of Birds. Look, have a look at this. The Man, the Myth, the Mustache. So we've got Burt Reynolds collection, Cannonball Run 1 and 2, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Stroker Ace, The Man Who Loved Women. I'm not a massive fan of Burt Reynolds, but the cheesy grin he got on Natasha and all, you can't laugh, and that does look like a wicked set, fair dues. Oh, I then so on the great Burt Reynolds himself, we'll leave it there and we'll head over to HMV and I'll catch you when I come back. Cheers. Nice Wednesday pillow there as we head into HMV to have a look what they got this week. Little Grogu. Cool little Jack Scandenberg. Alright, so let's go in and have a little look what they got this week. Okay, so in the new TV section, nothing really jumping out to me. Death in Paradise. Looks new. That Elimination Chamber WWE looks new. Whether it is or not, I don't know. Got The Boys there. Nothing really much else there. TV show, some Silent Witness. There's a new release there today, Babylon. Okay, $14.99 on Blue with a nice slipcover. I don't know if there's a 4K release or not. We'll have a little look though in a bit. There's Assassin there with Bruce Willis. Well, I say with Bruce Willis. He's probably on the cover and that's about it. And there's Aftersun there. We've already had that. Nothing new about. There's Hellraiser from last week. So it was a pretty bland week. We knew it was going to be going into here anyway. But yeah, not much tickling the fancy at all in this section now that we haven't already bought. Although that Living does sort of tickle my fancy a little bit. Here's that Sisters Brothers. I wasn't really interested in this until I realised it was directed by Jacques Saudade, who's one of my favourite directors. So I was skipped by me. I'll never know. I got his 3 French language films and they're all really good. So I'm looking forward to getting that one. Might wait for a sale though. So here's one of the new ones. Here's the Bob Clark trilogy. So I do already own Black Christmas by 101. And then Death, Dream and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. No, I haven't seen either of those. But £45 for a set where I've already got one of the films. I'm probably not going to bother at the moment. Although £15 a disc isn't really that bad this day and age. This is that EO. I'm not really sure what this is. But yeah, it's $16.99. It's not a film I'm really looking to buy. But I'm sure he'll have his fans somewhere, I suppose. Here's a little Wednesday section here that's popular with some pillows and some cups and things.
They're mugs.
And then there's the Maltese Falcon. So this is one of the new 4Ks, it's out. $19.99, and it's a nice slipcover as well. I can see this cool hand look with a nice slipcover. I do like these Warner Brother 100-year ones. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just not a film I know much about or that I've seen. Same with the Maltese Falcon. I don't think I'm going to rush to buy them because I'm just going to be out of money otherwise. So there's Star Trek First Contact. Is that maybe number 6? Maybe number 5? Got some good deals here on the 4K. Some 15-pounders. Not many of them with slipcovers. Casablanca though, it's not bad really. £15, you can't fault that. The Lego Movie, $14.99 on 4K. Seems a bit much considering it's like a $5 on Amazon. But looking a bit closer, it's some sort of sing-along edition and it's got a slipcover, so maybe worth the extra bunts. Although I can't really see it, to be fair. Here's some of those new Warner Archive releases I couldn't find. Night Shift. Looks quite funny. I remember that. I was seeing that one years ago, actually. Quick Change, I don't remember. But he's got an amazing cast. And then there's Pump Up the Volume there, which I was looking to get before. The buzz has gone a little bit now, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on a price drop on that one. There's some other new ones there. I don't know what this is. Your Clint Eastwood Tightrope. Don't think I've seen that film. It's obviously not a new one. Not bad. $7.99. There's Critters Attack, made a place there, but in a sale for $3.99. We got this Best of BBC section over here. So here's Peaky Blinders season 5 for $9.99. Not bad at all. Just some other bits and bobs then, really. There's Bluey. Not my sort of Bluey. Friday Night Dinner, The North Warder. I'm not really sure what this is. Jack O'Connell. And Colin Farrell. No, I don't know if that escaped my attention when it was on TV or what, but I don't think I've seen that one. Anyway, we might leave the hunt there now and we'll go back to the house and see what we got. Hey everyone, so I'm back from the hunt now. And before we get into it, I got a very special guest on Bumpers Movies tonight. My first ever subscriber. It is my daughter Amelia. So it's half term. She wanted to come on the Blu-ray hunt with me. She was hoping to get a Meghan Trainor CD, but they didn't have any.
I know, like, what? They have loads of other CDs, but they don't have Meghan Trainor. Like, what?
So no Meghan Trainor CD, but she did buy something and she wants to show it off quickly. So
Look,
over to you.
Sleeping Piggy. His name Piggy because I wanted to name him that. He has fluffy cheeks and he feels like a squishmallow.
Show it to the camera quickly then.
Look. No, my piggy.
Right.
And he has a little hot nose.
There we are then.
Oof.
Okay, so sorry about that little disturbance then, but she's been looking forward to doing that all day, bless her. So now we go on with the haul and some new movies to talk about. I did go to the charity shop and get some DVDs on the weekend as well because I was a bit bored, thought I'd go and have a little look. So we'll start off with those. Nothing too major, but I did grab 5 for a £5 basically. You're Next, so really good horror film. I probably don't have to get too into it with you. Shani Vincent's in it. It's directed by I always forget his name, Adam Wingard. I always want to say Simon Barrett, but Adam Wingard. And yeah, pretty good movie. You're Next. Then I got Road Trip. So I've been after this movie for a little while now. I don't mind just having it on DVD. It's a film I haven't seen for years. I always remember it being hilarious, though, sort of in the same camp as American Pie. So I've seen it in a charity shop, so I had to get it. Then the next one I got, another hilarious comedy, Kingpin. Okay, again, I don't mind just having it on DVD. Seen this film quite a few times. Some real gross out scenes in it that I always remember. So a great cast with Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid. So yeah, Kingpin. Can't wait to watch that. I grabbed this one because I had a slipcover, Legend. So this is the sort of movie that I probably never would buy. So I'm not really into it that much. I'm not a massive Tom Hardy fan, to be honest. I don't mind the old one, The Craze, with Martin Kemp, but I'm not really into this at all. So like I said, I never buy it on Blu-ray or 4K, so the fact that I've seen it for £1 with a slipcover means I can add it to the collection, and it's the only way it's probably ever going to get in my collection, to be honest. So I just make some room. And then last one I bought, I remember not liking this film when I watched it when it first came out, but again, I thought the cover's pretty cool. It was added to the collection. I'd probably never buy it on a higher format, so Only God Forgives by Nicholas Winding Refn, and obviously Ryan Gosling, who's on the front, but stuck the sticker over his face. That's all the women in the charity shop got on with their work instead of looking at that all day. All right then. So then, Blu-ray wise then, through the week I had this delivered from Amazon. I've been waiting for a price drop for ages. It finally went down to £17. So this is the newest season of Dexter, New Blood. So I love Dexter. I've seen all the old seasons. I watched them as they came on back then. But I didn't jump on it straight away when it first came out. I don't know, the buzz just wasn't really there for me at the time. But I knew I wanted to see it. I knew I had to buy it on physical or I'd never get around to watching it. Because I just don't know what it is with streaming. I'm just always looking to watch a physical disc every night of the week when it's time to put something on. So yeah, and it did work. So I watched the first 3 episodes. I can't wait for the Trinity Killer to come back into it. He hasn't yet. But yeah, so it's a nice set as well. Quite a lot of discs going on. So yeah, all in all, pretty good package. Like I say, it was reduced to £17 in that spring sale on Amazon. So I thought it was time to grab it. Alright then, I got a couple of 4Ks from Amazon. The first one was another one in that spring sale that I had my eye on for a while. It went down to £14, so thought I'd finally grab it. Doom. Okay, so it's the one with the Rock and Carl Urban, obviously. No slipcover or anything. Doesn't have Adobe Vision either for its HDR grading, but it was still alright, all the picture quality and everything. It won't get better. So that's Doom. And then this one I had on a pre-order, so I didn't see it in HMV actually earlier anyway, but Amazon lately have been doing a couple of 4K pre-orders, $14.99. You know they're going to be $19.99 on the day they come out, so this was one of them, The City of Lost Children. So it looks like a directing team, a film by Jeunet and Caro. So yeah, I'm really heard of the directors. So this is like a steampunk type movie. It's got Ron Perlman in it. Kind of reminds me of maybe like a Guillermo del Toro type movie. So in regards to the HDR grading and everything, let's have a look. It never jumped out to me on these Studio Canal ones. I think it's just HDR. I can't see any of the Dolby symbols on here. But yeah, it's got a lovely slipcover. I haven't watched it yet. It's not a film I've seen before. If I have, it's a long time ago. But I just know it's my sort of thing, really. This sort of, like I was saying, steampunk sort of like fantasy type adventure, but done sort of more like in the like I said, Guillermo del Toro fashion, or like a Terry Gilliam type fashion. Okay, so it is a 2-disc set. You do get the Blu-ray and the 4K, so that's pretty decent. And they got nice images on them as well, so yeah, can't fault it. And I'll let you know my thoughts on that one in a future video. Okay, now this is my favourite release of the week. I've got to be fair. So this is a German media book of a horror film from the noughties that was sort of classed as extreme horror. It's more about what you don't see than what you do see. But yeah, it's a really tough watch. It's based on a true story, which is even more crazy. It's also had a book wrote by Jack Ketchum, who's a bit of a well, he's a good novelist, but he does go for the dark and the psychological. So this is called Evil. Okay, so the proper title, you might know it by, is The Girl Next Door, and it's basically about this girl who goes to live with this woman. I think it might be her aunt or something. It's like set in the 50s. It might be set in the 30s during the war. I'm not even sure. But yeah, and she goes to live with this family. They don't look after her. They basically torture her and whatever. And some of the scenes are like really harrowing. There is a famous scene in it, or a notorious scene in it, that involves a blowtorch. I won't go into it any further. But yeah, it's really heavy. I'll put it in, but you won't be able to read any of the synopsis because it'll all be in German. Oh, I had a bit of a TV movie feel when I first seen it, even though it dealt with the subject matter was a bit heavy for TV. But I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to ever see it in 4K. So what it's going to look like on a 4K, I'm not sure. We're going to open them up anyway. I love media books. Out of everything, media books are my favourite. So got the J card there, but nothing you didn't just see just then. So there's the book opened up. So that looks pretty cool. It's got like the leather feel as well, really nice. And then you got your first disc there, your 4K. And then pictures a bit lighter there on the Blu-ray. And then in between then you've got the book. I better have a quick look myself first. So you see there's some disturbing images, but nothing too disturbing for me to show you. Obviously you can't really make out the narrative because it's all in German. Some more things. So yeah, like I said, this film's really heavy, but for the people who watch my channel, that's probably just going to make you want to watch it even more. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I'm sure it might have had a Blu-ray release. I'm not sure. It would have definitely had a DVD release at some point, but kind of reminds me of the style of X a little bit on the back. But anyway, so it's an amazing German media book, The Girl Next Door, or Evil as it's called on there. Okay then, so now we're on to the stuff I bought today in the hunt. Okay, I got to be honest, I didn't buy anything that came out today because the only thing that really tickled my fancy was the Children of the Lost City, and or the City of Lost Children, sorry, and I'd already had that on pre-order. So I had a bit of a free rein today to sort of get a couple of things that I had my eye on recently. It helps us when I go back and watch these videos and I think, oh yeah, I forgot that, I wanted to get that. So first thing I bought, it's only $1.99 because they got this sale on at the moment, and it's just Escape Room. Okay, so the first one is good, the second one not so much, but I do enjoy this one. I've seen it 2 or 3 times actually, but might sit there with my wife and watch it, or maybe my teenage son. It's a sort of horror that they can get into, so I won't bother opening this one up. I don't think you won't be nothing inside it really apart from the disc. So that's Escape Room. Now another one I got in a sale, I was close to buying a steelbook for this. They had a lovely like gold steelbook, but the film was supposed to be very good, so I didn't bother. So I'd never seen it, but it's the newest Grudge, so I was down to £3.50. From the producers of Don't Breathe and Evil Dead, so it's got good names attached to it. But again, I'm not sure what the movie will be like because I've never seen it. Again, I won't bother opening it because it's only going to be a disc inside because it's a cheap one. This one wasn't actually in the sale, But I've been wanting to see this film for a while. I know it had a Criterion release, but I don't think I wanted to see it that much to pay like 30-40 quid. Then when I seen it for $6.99 in HMV on Blu-ray, Sound of Metal. Okay, so this has got Riz Ahmed in and Olivia Cook. I like both of those actors. Olivia Cook probably a little bit more, but Riz Ahmed is all right as well. And so it's about a drummer who starts to go deaf or goes deaf. A bit of a drama or whatever. Maybe we'll open this one up because, like I said, it wasn't in the sale, so you might get a little bit more than just the disc, although it was only $6.99, so I can't say for sure. It is just a disc, got a nice picture on it though, so there we go. Alright, so I look forward to watching that one. That's The Sound of Metal. Another one I picked up in the sale. Again, another film that I stuck on when it first came. I thought it was awful, but my tolerance level for trash movies has vastly got better. So I'm looking forward to checking this out again because Dee Wallace is in it as well. So Critters Attack. So it was $3.99. So okay on the price, and like I said, Dee Wallace is in it. I can see her there on the back on the screen grab. Say when I started watching this before, I remember thinking, oh my god, this is awful. But I don't know if I'm getting it confused with the like little TV show they've done, like the YouTube TV show or whatever it was. So we're going to give it another go. Terrible inside, mind, just a bloody crappy blue disc. But you know, what can you do, eh? So that is Critters Attack. Then I've had my eye on this title for some time. You can get it on Vinegar Syndrome, but I think it's sold out with the slipcover, so you'd only get a standard release. I didn't know it had a release on 88 film, so I just grabbed this one because it's still got the slip. So it's supposed to be a really good film. This is called Star Time. Okay, someone's made a bit of a mess up there with the tag with the sticker, but it should come off. Looks like I bought it from CX, but it is from HMV. So it was $12.99, and I pay a bit more than that from Vinegar Syndrome. And what I find is, if I can support the British companies, I will. And also, if I buy this from 88, it just frees up money to buy a different title from Vinegar Syndrome, really. So that's okay. I don't know much about this film. This is a 90s film rather than an 80s trashy movie. The slipcover's really nice. Probably a slightly better design than the Vinegar Syndrome one, which is a bit bland. Yeah, so we'll have a little look inside. Again, I doubt it'd be much, but it is from 88, so you never know. It's like a pack of biscuits in there opening a movie. Like, you know, there's a tab on there somewhere that'll let you do it easy, but when you can't find it, it's a bugger. And so you have to open it from the top. Oh, there he goes. I got the right name of that one then. That was a pack of biscuits. It'd have been all over the floor. Okay, so it is just a disc. It's got a really nice design though. You know me, I'm a sucker for neon colours. And then it does have a reversible cover. Okay, so that's the other side if anyone recognises it. Can't really see how I do, but that looks more like the Vinegar Syndrome artwork. Oh yeah, well, flip it over actually because we've got the slip cover with the new artwork on. I think it's just some sort of slasher movie. I don't know if maybe it might be like that Rise of Leslie Vernon, so like a sort of satire type thing. I could be totally wrong. Mine is restored in 2K from 35mm original camera negative. So yeah, we're going to check that one out sooner rather than later. So that is Star Time. And there's another movie you might not have heard of. It's a movie release, so I am trying to build up my movie collection. It was actually reduced from $40.99 to $10.99, and they had the slip. It's called New Order. So again, I have seen part of this film. I remember watching it when it first came out because it come with, you know, the usual, oh, it's extreme, people are fainting in the cinema, whatever. So I watched it. I did fall asleep, but it was kind of like about these revolutionists in somewhere in South America, maybe Brazil or Colombia or something, and like they storm into this rich folks party and kidnap the daughter, and it turns into sort of like a hostage type situation, but they take her to this place and you got loads of people in there torturing. The torture's like really heavy, like this naked man bent over chairs being burned and things like. So yeah, it's pretty heavy, but I'm sorry for the price, $10.99. I really want to watch it to see it to the end. So you've got a wicked movie slip like all the other ones, the matching spine, and then the design's the same then inside as on the slip. I don't think movie usually give you much insight. I think After Sun had art cards, if I remember rightly. But whether there'll be any art cards in this one or not, I don't know. I'm kind of just waffling to clear you off the scent that I'm struggling with the cellophane again. Where's my ladders? Okay, so there's this matches the cover. There's no reversible art, just like a movie advert inside. Let's have a quick look at the back to see if we can find out where it's set to. So it's set in Mexico City. So yeah, so it follows the dramatic events that unfurl after a lavish high society wedding is interrupted by a violent nationwide uprising, and it won the Venice Film Festival Grand Jury Prize. This is shocking and provocative filmmaking that dares us to not look away. So yeah, it is pretty heavy from what I remember. So I'm looking forward to watching that again. And that is New Order. And then last but not least, I'm not one for buying DVDs, but I've looked into it and I can't see that this movie's going to get a release any other way. I have seen it on streaming once or twice, and I have got a dodgy copy, but I thought I'd support the artist and all that. So it is Clive Barker's Hellraiser. So Clive Barker, I think, even said it's only going to come out on DVD and only in Britain. No doubt you'll see some sort of German media book 4K in the future, but I don't know how far in the future that's going to be. So yeah, I'm interested in watching this film again. Didn't like it the first time I've seen it, enjoyed it more the second time, so I'm going to go for the third time and see how it goes this time. It's over long, but you know that just means I got to wait for a weekend. So it's got the Dolby Audio and whatever, even though it's only a DVD. The slipcover's really nice. I didn't want to let it go when it had that nice slipcover for a tenner. So inside, I very much think there's going to be anything in here. This, considering it's only a DVD, but you never quite know. Let's have a look if the disc has got a nice picture on it at least. So yeah, I didn't enjoy it so much the first time I watched it, but it grew on me the second time. I got a bit more into it. Nah, the disc is a bit crap, to be honest. But there we are. There wouldn't be any reversible art or anything. But it's still nice for it to come out finally anyway, and it's nice for us to get it and not over the other side of the pond for a change. So that's Hellraiser. Okay then, that's about it for my pickup videos then. Usually I'd talk about movies I watched in the week, but I haven't watched much really. I watched that Dexter. So that took up some of my time. I watched some of it, like 4 episodes. I did watch Doom. So the picture quality was fine, the transfer was fine. I wasn't too hung up on the movie. I thought they didn't have the budget. When I think of Doom, I think of like loads of creatures, you know, bombarding the screen. You know, maybe a bit like Aliens, but like with a modern day mass budget. But this was more like one guy was a monster, and then all the hordes were just like people infected. It felt more like a zombie movie, or it felt more like a Resident Evil movie if it said Resident Evil along there. You probably wouldn't have known much of the difference, to be honest. So yeah, I don't think it could live up to the expectations it set itself, really, which is a bit of a shame. But it was an alright action film. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't really Doom. And I don't think I watched much else at the moment, so I think we'll leave the video there for this week. Plenty to look forward to. I'm looking forward to the Superman 4Ks that are coming out, especially the double pack of the second one. I have the third one with Richard Pryor as well, and you know I have to get Quest for Peace because well yeah, the collector in me. So I'm looking forward to those coming out. Anyway, I've been Bumper then. I'll catch you soon. Cheers.